What's going on, brothers and sisters? This is video number 2. I'm getting closer to my appointment. But I want to come out and do this second video. And this has been a video that I kind of been, I don't know, I guess biting my tongue on for a minute. Because I think some folk that might follow me on this might unfollow me after seeing this video because they might take it personally. And I mean, I get it. It is what it is. But it's one of those things that seems like I'm forever encountering folk that I often describe as talking out of both sides of their mouth. So let me explain what that is. Because people seem to not understand. When I get in my feelings and I'm like, you talking out of both sides of your mouth. These are the people that tell you they love you, but I turn around and say, I don't mess with you. I don't fuck with you. I don't deal with you. I don't need you in my life. This, that, and the third. But you love me. I don't know. That to me, that's so talking out of the side of your mouth, out of both sides of your mouth. These type of people, I seem to encounter a lot. You know, I have a lot of these people in my life, or connected to me in some type of way. I've never been that type of person. I try not to be. I try to be, who I am today, tomorrow. And, that's not to say that I don't change. That's not to say that I don't develop, evolve, grow, all of that. But, certain things I stood on then, I stand on now, and I'll probably stand on in the future. And, I have a pet peeve about, people trying to shine on me. The quickest way to get the different side of me, to get Tezwan versus brother Tezwan, is to try to shine on me, try to embarrass me, try to put me on Front Street in front of folk. I ain't never been one for that. A lot of people like to think they tough. Ain't something that's not an MO that I subscribe to. I got skill. I know how to handle myself when I need to. But I have no reason to try to be tough or try to intimidate anybody. But a lot of times, these same folks, they tend to have this rah-rah mentality. And me personally, I ain't one to, I ain't gonna talk to you but so much. And it's only in that talking that a lot of times I feel like it's grace and mercy and the God in me keeping me from doing what I want to do. And it's one of those things where a lot of times, in my experience, I think people take advantage of the fact that you give that grace and mercy, or that grace and mercy is given, and you don't do that what's on your heart to do. And, it's like they say, people take your kindness for weakness and misinterpret that kindness or that grace and that mercy for you being a sucker, or you being a simp, or you being weak. And again, like to talk out of both sides of their mouth. And, a lot of times I stand in a position I can show you better than I tell you. I would prefer not to, but I can show you better than I can tell you. But it's just like I said, like there seems to be a plethora, to use that word, of folk out there that like to talk out of both sides of their mouth. To say things that, like, when you're hearing it, you're like, okay, that's the position that you're taking. And then a lot of times, immediately following them taking a position, they take the exact extreme opposite position of what they just took. And like, man, that's one of the quickest ways to just like, make me want to shake the hell out of somebody. Because it's like, come on, man. Like, if this is who you are, be who you are. Don't shade or hide and try to be somebody you're not. Like, stop faking the funk. Stop acting like, you're this holier than thou person when everything that you're presenting and everything that you're about is trying to be somebody else. Like, you know, and I get it. I've been in positions where you take on that persona, or you take on a way of being to try to fit in, or try to to assimilate in a certain environment inside of a certain influence. And so I get it, but at the same time, if you're one of these people that do this all the time, like, man, come on, man, like, keep it real, man. Stop faking the funk. The people that's gonna like you for that, whatever persona you're taking on, they're gonna like you anyway. Don't be that and somebody else. Don't tell me you're gonna do this and then turn around and do something completely different and have me thinking, based on something you said, that you good on this side, but at the same time you fucked up on the other side, like that. And so, like, I just wanted to put that out there, because it seemed to be a lot of the folk that I'm encountering. I know it ain't just me, but that talking out of both sides of your mouth, for me, it's a fatal flaw. One of the biggest red flags that I indicate when I look at people, and it's crazy because some of the people that I have in my life that's connected to me, they're not just people that I can just cut off, right? They're not just people that I can just say, you know what, I'm done, contract ended, expiration date met, moving on to the next. They're not that, so you have to deal with these people, and you have to learn to accommodate and adjust and adapt to this duality of these people. There's, my mama would call them two-faced. They one way today and a different way tomorrow, or in this environment they one way, and then in another environment they're different. They get in front of people, they try to shine on you, but when it's just you and them, they co-sign and yo yes man on everything you say and do. And so it's one of those things, like, the more you look at it and the more you recognize these qualities in people, it's like, come on, man, like, are you even a who are you? Are you even a real person? Are you somebody that I can take to the bank and cash the check on? Or are you somebody that's gonna flake on me pretty much every time I'm in a situation where I may or may not need you? And a lot of times that's my encounter. It's like these same people that talk out of both sides of their mouth, that like to play tough, it's like, all right, I need you now, where are you? But you the same person that's always talking all this rah-rah. One of the things that I really made a part of my life, don't tell me what you're gonna do what you're gonna do. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't look at what I say, look at what I do. If you always talking about showing up but you ain't never showing up, like, no, I'm gonna take the fact that you don't show up over what you said, because the doing is where the truth is, not in the words. Because anybody, it's like I was telling my daughter not too long ago, I can scream I love you, or I can whisper I love you, but me loving you comes in me showing you, doing it, and actually loving you, not just saying it. It doesn't matter how I say what I say. You know what I'm saying? What matters is what I do. And so, again, I just wanted to touch on that topic, because and it might just be me, but I truly doubt it's just me. But it seems like, there's a whole lot of that talking out of both sides of your mouth going on these days. So, peace.